What's good YouTube, Ben here, welcome to the next video on the channel. In this one I'm going to start my new Let's Play, which is The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. Let's get into this. Hey guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe please, because they really do help me to get found. Don't forget to turn on notifications to be notified of all uploads and live streams, and don't forget to join me on my socials. Those are all linked down below. Okay, let's get in. Alright, so Twilight Princess is a game I haven't done a playthrough of in a very long time. We'll go as Link, why not? In fact, the last time I did a playthrough of this game was, it would have been when TPHD came out, which was 2016? It's 27? It wasn't 2017. It was 2015 or 2016. In fact, my original intention was to play this Wii U version, in fact, I have it right here. However, my copy, for whatever reason, doesn't work. It's in decent condition, but it just doesn't read. For whatever reason. So I'm playing on the Dolphin emulator on the GameCube version, because I can't use my Wii at the minute, because its SD card was recently repurposed for something else. So, and it's a modified Wii, I don't want to risk breaking it. Anyway, tell me, do you ever feel a strange sadness as dusk falls? They say it's the only time when our world intersects with theirs. The only time we can feel the lingering regrets of spirits who have left our world. That is why our loneliness always pervades the hour of twilight. But enough talk of sadness. I have a favour to ask of you, Link. I was supposed to deliver something to the royal family of Hyrule the day after tomorrow. Yes, it was a task set to me by the mayor, but would you go in my stead? You have never been to Hyrule, right? I love how he just stares at him, like, looking for a response from Link, and he's just like, yes, no, maybe? Give me a response? In the Kingdom of Hyrule, there is a great castle, and around it is the Castle Town, a community far bigger than our little village. And far bigger than Hyrule is the rest of the world the gods created. You should look upon it with your own eyes. Got a bit of a Darth Vader thing going on. I want to look upon you with my own eyes. It is getting late. We should head back to the village. I will talk to the mayor about this matter. Why does the mayor matter? Just send it back. I gotta admit though, I've made the game look pretty nice considering I am playing on GameCube emulator. Basically, I've used a widescreen hack for the game to make it so that I can play in widescreen without it making everything look fat. I'm also using Dolphin's internal graphics settings to up the resolution, natively within Dolphin. So it does look pretty darn good for GameCube emulation, which is very nice. In fact, to be fair, you can make any GameCube game look really freaking good. Like, really good. Which is very spicy. I do like that. I mean, I would have liked to have played on original hardware on the Wii U, but it is slightly unfortunate that my copy just does not work. I don't know why. It's in good condition, it has been, but because it's not my Wii U. My Wii U works fine because I tested it with Wind Waker HD and that worked fine. So it's just really strange that it just decided nope. Because what happens when I put it into the Wii U is, so on the Wii U home, it'll flash up with the game being there, you click it, and on the Wii U, when you open a game up for, to play it, it'll have like a splash screen that pops up with like a little bit of music playing from the game, and then of course a couple seconds later it'll boot into the actual game. It's just kind of like a sort of hidden load screen kind of thing, you know? But with mine, it literally just has that music loop over and over and over again, and it doesn't progress. It doesn't crash, but it's almost as if it's not reading the game. Hey Link, you there? Hey, you mind helping me hurt the go- Oh no. I remember- oh no. Everyone's favourite part of Twilight Princess, herding the goats. Oh no. Hey, where's Epona? The camera just casually pans towards that direction. You know, knowing that we gotta go that way. Alright, let's go get Epona. But no, By the way, this will happen when I transition between loads. It will smush the screen back down to SD format, because I am using a widescreen hack to make the game look widescreen. But I'd much prefer it anyway. Because, like, widescreen hacks on a lot of games... I'm going to skip this scene because there's no point to it. Like, widescreen hacks in a lot of games are kind of questionable a lot of the time, but this one's really nice. I quite like it. So whoever developed this widescreen hack, I give kudos to. It's a great widescreen hack. Like, other than the weird smushing of the screen when the game transitions, it's pretty darn good. But I gotta admit, oh my god, these horse controls are fantastic. Like, not that the control within, like, OOT or MM is bad or anything, it's not. But the control for Epona in this game is so smooth. Like, they've really upped their game when it came to horse controls in this game. Like, the controls are fantastic. The cool thing is, unlike with Ratchet and Clank, because obviously that series has ended now, I loved my playthrough of that, but I did find it in a lot of instances very hard to commentate over because there was so much going on. I mean, there might be instances like that in this Let's Play, but not as many. Because certain games I do just find very difficult to commentate over. Like, maybe they just, you know, don't... I don't know, like, for me... Like, for any of you who watch this who are, like, content creators yourself, let me know how you feel about certain Let's Plays or certain video styles that you do, and if you find it more easy or difficult to commentate, or, you know. These guys have been awful skittish lately. They won't listen to a word I say. Sorry to ask, Bud, but how about you and Epona herd them into the barn real quick? We ain't got much time, so you think you can do it for me? Yeah, I can do it. I do remember a little trick to this. Because a lot of people seem to forget you have a, like a whoop button. And you can use said whoop button to sort of group them together. And a lot of people seem to forget, because for at least Epona right now, it's not a speed button, it's a whoop button. So we get to whoop them into action. So we'll whoop them in. There we go, there's another 3. Come on, go. That's it, little goat. Go on. Get them both. Get in there, you. Alright, we only have 3 left. So there's 1 here. Let me try and get all of them grouped. So we'll grab this guy. No, you're just going to go down there. Okay, fine. Go this way and around. Now, like I said before, it has been a few years since I last played Twilight Princess. So there will be instances where I will forget stuff because I haven't played it in so long. Like, I remember what dungeons there are, but a lot of the puzzles I might have forgotten them. And there is one dungeon I know will take at least 4 episodes, and that's going to be Lakebed Temple, because I know full well it will take a little bit of time. Lakebed Temple is notorious for being an absolute nightmare to figure out, and more than likely it will take me a few episodes to go through that one. So when I get to that point, please don't get like mad at me in the comments or whatever when I suck at the dungeon. I am forewarning you in episode 1 that that will happen. There are certain instances where I am just not going to be good at the game. Lakebed Temple is just one of them. It's not like a... It's basically a fact of life at this point. I know I'm going to struggle with Lakebed Temple. Like, I know 100% I will struggle with that dungeon. So I am forewarning you guys now, and I apologize in advance if I don't apologize at the time. Lakebed Temple is where I'm going to struggle, because that's a rough dungeon. Like, it's a very, very rough dungeon. It's not an easy one. Hey, wake up, Link. It's morning already. Leave me alone. I want to sleep. I didn't get much sleep last night. My house was rocking in the wind. To be fair, it does not look like it's made out of very durable wood. Although, Link does have a very nice house in this game. Like, Link's house is normally something that gets quite overlooked. But in this game, it's actually quite a nice house. Like, you know, all things considered. I mean, for God's sake, he lives in a treehouse. It's so cool. Oh, Link, did you hear? They're selling a slingshot at the store right now. A slingshot? I wonder how powerful it is. I need it. I must try it. Tello, if you and Mallow want it so badly, just buy it at my parents' shop. Do you see the rupees in my hand? I can't afford that thing. Come on, Beth, can't you just loan it to us for a while? You know I'd get in trouble for that. If you two want it, save your allowances or something. But our allowances are terrible. Oh, I wish I was born into a family with a slingshot instead of one with a water wheel. That baby is a savage. That baby is an absolute savage. Damn. Like, that baby's attitude is basically just zero flux given. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember what I'm going to do here, actually. You've got the woman with the baby carrier. You have to retrieve the cradle, don't you? Do you have to climb? Pumpkin. See, parts like this are coming back to me. Like, you know, I know I need to farm, what is it, 20 or 30 rupees for the slingshot. I think it's 30, but I could be wrong. I'm going to go check, because I don't remember. It could be 30. But it also could be 20. I don't recall. Oh, it's young Link. Well, welcome, my dear. You didn't have to see my little cat. Oh, no. I remember this too. Okay, yeah, I remember it all now, actually. So, you retrieve the cradle, give it to her, and then she gives you a fishing rod, and then you use the fishing rod to retrieve the cat. And then get the cat home. And this is where you go for the cradle. I thought it was past the water wheel, it's not, it's up here. Yeah, because we go over there, below on the grass, that summons the eagles. And then you use the eagle to go ahead and get the cradle, and that's where the cat is, on the dock. So we then have to catch a fish and give it to the cat. But I specifically remember now, because I remember struggling with this on my first playthrough, you don't just catch one fish, you have to catch two. I remember now, it's all coming back to me. But one reason why I wanted to do this playthrough, is one of the reasons why I put it in the poll, is because I want to learn enough about this game to be able to do randomizers. Because I feel like a Twilight Princess randomizer could be a lot of fun. But I need to learn more about the game. Because I've done a 100% playthrough, I think, twice. Because I did it once when I had it on the Wii, and then once when I got the HD remake in my own time. But they're the only 100% playthroughs I've ever done, so because of that, I don't have as much knowledge as, let's say, I do for Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. You know, I frequently run randomizers of those on Twitch, and because I know so much about those games, I'm freely able to do a randomizer because I know I'm not going to get lost. Whereas with this game, I wouldn't have a clue on what I'm doing. I've been looking for that cradle. I made it for my first child when I was born. I made it for when my first child was born, and I have cherished it all these years. Did you know all this somehow? Did you find it bring it back to me on purpose? My thanks to you. That reminds me, there is something I'm supposed to give to you. Do you think you could carry that cradle and come back to my house? Alright, we got a slow walk. Isn't she already holding a cradle, or is that a basket of clothes? I can't tell, to be honest. Come on. Come on. I mean, I guess this is a good break time in the video to talk about channel memberships. So, recently I've been able to monetize, and one way you can support the channel is with channel memberships. I've done mine very cheap, like tier 1 is literally 99 pence here in the UK, it's less than £1, or it equates to about $1.30 in American. So, pretty cheap. Yes, I had nearly forgotten I'm supposed to give you this. Alright, here you go. So there we get the fishing rod. I don't want it to feel like a begging for donations, I am not, by any means. Like, I'm only mentioning it as a way, if you really want to support me, you know, that's a good way of doing so, or even just leaving a like on the video. You know, leaving a like on the video on itself is more than enough support that I could ask for, you know what I mean? But that option is also there for those who want to support in that way as well. Not that I'm telling you you have to or anything, you don't. Right, we do need some rupees, so let's break some pumpkins. So we have all of 10 rupees. Now, oh, wait a minute. No. Can't we get more rupees up here? How do you get up there? This side? No. Is the way on this side, perhaps? I keep forgetting the camera's inverted on this game. Is there any way to change that in, like, any kind of settings, or...? That would be a big fat nope. In fact, there's barely any settings at all. Oh, there. There we go. That was easy. Dude, the Ordon Village has such a chill soundtrack. My god. It is so relaxing. Oh, wow. It has, like, the same sort of thing as Wind Waker. Like, Wind Waker's soundtrack is ultimately very chill for the most part. This game has that too. Like, it's got a very relaxing soundtrack for the most part. Like, you know, if I had to decide between all the Zelda games, like, in which starting area has the best soundtrack, I don't know. I don't think I could decide, because... Oh, wow. Because Kakiri Forest in OOT is great, even though it's like a 10-second music loop. It's a fun 10-second music loop. Clock Town in Majora's Mask, like, it's just... Oh. Mwah. That's Majora's Mask Clock Town. It's so good. But then you've also got, like, Outset Island on Wind Waker and Ordon Village in this game. Like, the soundtracks are just... Oh, they're phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Come on, give me a 5, please. I only need 2. Yeah. Alright, I think I've got enough anyway. No, we want to hit this button and then that button. Beautiful. Ah, no. There we go. Right, so. Cast the rod. Then how do you pull? Is it... Do you don't press X again? What do you do? What do I do? Oh, it's down on C-stick. Okay, there we go. But yeah, like I said earlier on, I remember I struggled with this as a kid because if you catch one fish, I remember the cat will just follow you, but it won't actually, you know, trigger going back to its owner. You have to catch 2 because the first fish goes into your, what's it called, the compatory or whatever it's called. Like, it goes into your logbook or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, the cat will follow me now. Like, if I move, the cat will follow because I've got a fish. But it won't actually, go back to its owner. So I have to catch another one. Although I will say this much, fishing in this game is not nearly as much of a nightmare as it is in Ocarina of Time. Oh my god. Whenever I do OOT Rando on Twitch, both fishings for child and adult, I just enforce as junk because I hate them so much. I am absolutely terrible at the fishing and I have no desire to try and get good at it because I suck at it. I hate the fishing. In fact, the only checks that I turn to junk in OOT for randomizer are the 2 fishings and 10 big pose. They're the only ones I turn off. Even though I know you can turn 10 big pose to 1 check, like to 1 po, I still do it anyway because I hate the big pose. But they're the only 3 checks that ever get taken out of the logic for that game, because... Oh my, Link, you simply must hear this. Just take a look, my little kitty Link came back to me. And he brought a fish back with him. He was worried about me being angry. Oh, just look. Isn't he so cute, the way he laps up that milk? Say, my dear, why don't you have some too? I'm in a good mood, so it's on the house today. Oh, I forgot, you actually get milk in a bottle, don't you? Because we get to keep the bottle. So that's handy. Oh, don't worry, you don't have to return the empty bottle, my dear. You can reuse it, you know. Put something else in it. Recycling is a very important thing, my dear. I'm sure you'd never do anything of the sort, but kids these days toss things out like the whole world was disposable. It's criminal. So what do you say, my dear? Is there anything you want today? If you're interested, take a look around with the joysticks. We can buy milk, bee lava, and what's bee lava used for? Oh, it's used as fishing bait, that's it. And then the slingshot and 50 pellets? They start with 50 in this game, I forgot about that. What are you doing buying a slingshot, you naughty thing? You're too odd for toys, will you at least let the kids play with it? Or I should tell you, if it happens to run out of pellets, you can also use pumpkin seeds. Children love this item. You can hold up to 50 pellets. Cool. Right, we have the slingshot. But this episode's getting on in time, so I will end this episode off here, so thank you guys for watching. Like I said before, if you don't mind liking, commenting, and subscribing, please, it really does help out with that YouTube algorithm, helps people to find my content. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to be notified of all uploads and live streams. I do upload daily, and I live stream most days. When I go live, I either go live here on YouTube, which is mostly casual games, or more popular ones like Fortnite, Minecraft, Apex. And on Twitch, I usually do randomizers and speedruns, so don't forget to follow on both platforms to know when I go live and what I'm doing. And don't forget to join me on my other socials like Discord, that's down below. And like I said earlier on, if you don't mind becoming a channel member to support the channel in that way, I'd greatly appreciate it. Of course, it's not required, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.